winter home or winter lean-to. This one's for comfortably about 12 to 15 people, but the average extended family would have been between 40 and 70. In those homes, you didn't see a whole lot happening during the day. It's basically just a big bedroom. You'd see cooking and eating happening outside, as well as most daily chores and socializing. But there are a couple of things that are different in here than a home that would actually be lived in. Especially our beds are more like benches that we have here. They'd be twice the width, anywhere between 6 and 7 feet, a bit lower to the ground, bring them closer to the fire, and have a lot more furs on them, where they would have had at least 10.
We have a rabbit soup cooking today with onion and garlic and pepper seed and beans and cranberries and some squash.
It's really rabbit?
Yes, it was roasted first, and then we've added it to the pot today.
And you're going to be making these, as you can see here, is burning them out. Yeah. Back then, you'd be doing a whole line fire on these to burn them as quickly as possible, only taking around 3 to 4 days. And this one, we do as a spot fire instead of a line fire, just so it'll last longer. That's why you see that it has some uneven ends like this and just all throughout. The reason we do that is so it'll last multiple months instead of that 3-4 days. And this boat, when it's done, is going to be like primarily for fishing and travel. I liken these to our modern day cars, just because the only 2 ways of transport back then were either just walking everywhere or going on the river currents like a highway. Since you're going to be fishing mainly in the spring and summer, all those fish are already coming up and down the river currents. It's easy enough to go out in this and just catch a few instead of going out into the ocean to try to find what you're going to get. This boat right over here is our ocean vessel. You're going to be seeing this one primarily for trade and transport, fitting up to 12 people on this, and going all the way up to Nova Scotia, Canada, and all the way down to the Carolinas. Back then, you'd be seeing that a boat like this one would be around double the length and double the width, and around 40 people compared to this. You'd be having around 2 of these boats at a time when you're going out for trade.
They use paddle or just use the current?
You'd be using paddles and currents. Due to the shape of these, I like to call them like a torpedo-like shape. They glide through the water with ease, so if you're on rough tides but going where you're wanting it to go, and at the same time rowing at the same with all people, you could be going up to around 50 to maybe 60 miles an hour. But other than that, it's usually probably just going to be around 15 to 20.
Year now is 1621. We've been here since about a year since we arrived on Mayflower, and we've just finished bringing in our first harvest. You're most welcome in our colony. You're welcome to go into any house or garden that you like.
Thank you. Good.
It's a pleasant day, sunshiny, isn't it? It's good for the harvest and where the garlic might be planted for next year. And then rocket is a bit of a peppery herb, excellent for my son's throats when they get a bit of a sore throat. Sugar with it, and it helps quite a bit. It's got a sort of peppery scent.
Grassy.
It It will not last the winter.
Yeah.
This is our first winter in the new world, so I'm not certain exactly how everything will do. I know what
Yes.
winter was like last winter.
Good luck for the new winter.
Thank you.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
It's good. Welcome to the Bradford family home.
Brad.
Yeah, so this was the home of the governor, William Bradford. He's the second governor for Plymouth Colony. The first governor was John Carver, and he passed just in the late of spring in 1621. It's only a few months ago now.
It is not for us to question the Lord's will.
Good day.
Good day.
Myself and Francis are just doing some cooking this day.
Oh.
Well, more it is that Francis is assisting me. We have a pottage in the larger cauldron, so it is coney and groats and herbs and the like. Know you what a coney is?
No.
It has large ears and a fluffy tail, hops around.
Oh, I see. Rabbit?
Oh, you mayhaps call it that.
Huh.
Yeah, coney. So, just preparing some herbs to put in it.